Alright, now that we understand how adding fractions operates, we'd also like to think about how we could multiply fractions. This is one of two ways that we'll see for understanding multiplication of fractions. And understanding this multiplication comes down to understanding the phrase fraction of. So for example, we could say, what is 2/3 of 84? And we understand 2/3 of 84 in much the same way that we understand 2/3 of a pizza, right? We cut 84 into 3 equal parts, and then take 2 parts like that. Okay, well, how could we cut 84 into 3 equal parts? That's cutting 84 into 3 equal groups. That's 84 divided by 3. And we could work that out as long multiplication, or we could use our calculator to divide 84 by 3, and we get 28. How would we go about taking 2 groups like that then? Well, taking 2 groups of 28, that's 28 times 2, which is, going to the calculator again, 56. 2/3 of 84 is 56. We can do the same thing for fractions, but we don't really understand what it means to take 1/3 of a half yet. So for this we need to draw the picture. First, to draw a half, we need to split each unit into 2 equal parts. So here's a half. But now we take our half and we cut our half, right? Here it is, here's a half. We cut it into 3 equal parts. And then we take 2 pieces like that. So this little piece here is 1/3 of a half. Now let's look at these and say, well, how many of these little guys does it take to make a whole unit? Right, so here's 1, here's 2, and 3. 4, and 5, and 6. It takes 6 of these little pieces to make a whole unit. 1/3 of a half is 1/6, which means 2 of them, 2/3 of a half is 2/6. If we wanted to work with more complicated fractions, say we wanted to find what is 3/4 of 2/3, well, again, we'll draw our 2/3, and then each of these thirds will split into 4 equal parts, and we'll take 3 out of each one. So here's 3/4 of the first third. Here's 3/4 of the second third. Now looking at these teeny tiny little unit fractions, we count out and see that it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those to make up a whole unit. And how many of them are we taking? 3 from the first third, 1, 2, 3. 3 from the second third, 4, 5, 6. So 3/4 of 2/3. I have 12ths here, and I'm taking 6 of them. Now, you may notice that this fraction, and indeed this fraction also, are not in lowest terms. I'm leaving them like this so that you can see what's going on here. What's going on is this. In this exercise, we cut each third into 4 equal parts, leaving us with our unit cut into 3 times 4 is 12 equal parts. We took 3 pieces from each of our 2/3, giving us 3 times 2 equals 6 parts. And in fact, this suggests our process for multiplying fractions. To multiply fractions, we just multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. Notice that that's very different from what we do in addition. That's because what we're doing in multiplication really is a different process from addition. Let's see an example here, and I'm going to point out one thing about how we simplify. Let's say we want to multiply 7/8 times 6/35. Well, we'll multiply the numerators, and we'll multiply the denominators. And let's say we wanted to simplify our answer. If we don't want to simplify our answer, we can just do this multiplication. But if we do want to simplify our answer, we should notice that whatever our numerator is, it factors as 7 times 6. Whatever our denominator is, it factors as 8 times 35. We don't need to work out what this multiplication actually comes out to, because all we're really interested in is the factors anyway. So 7 is prime, 6 is 2 times 3, 8 is 2 times 4, 4 is 2 times 2, 35 is 5 times 7. So our fraction, in the numerator we have 7 times 2 times 3. In the denominator we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 7. So the 7's will cancel, one pair of 2's will cancel, and that's it. All that's left in the numerator is a 3. All that's left in the denominator, well, I've got 2 times 2 is 4, times 5 is 20. This works out to 3/20.